Alright, here's a super quick video on an oil change for a 2009 Mercury Grand Marquis. First thing I did was put it up on these ramps. I've got the parking brake on, pedals down there, and then I took off the oil filler cap right there. So that way when I pull the plug, the drain plug, it'll flow freely without pulling a vacuum. Alright, next we'll go underneath the car to pull the drain plug from the oil pan. As you can see, it's right here. And for that, you're going to need a 5/8 inch socket. And you just go in here and loosen it up, drain the oil. Alright, so for whatever reason, the drain plug was really stuck in there, so I couldn't get it off of my ratchet. I ended up putting this crescent wrench on the end of my ratchet, and that gave me the added leverage to get it busted loose. So just a little trick if you can't get a bolt loose. Alright, so while the oil continues to kind of drip drain out, I'm going to move on to the oil filter, which is right here, this blue thing. I'm going to take that out. I've got my oil pan to catch whatever comes out of there underneath there. So probably use a little wrench to get that loosened up. So my trusty little wrench wouldn't fit up under there around the oil filter, so I just got a sticky glove on and was able to get it out without much effort. So there's an old oil filter. I'm replacing it with a Motorcraft FL820S. I always like to write the oil change date and the mileage on the filter. I also keep this in a Excel spreadsheet for all the cars, but it's always nice to have a backup on the filter. And then you just want to make sure, as always, get some old oil and lubricate the rubber gasket on the new filter. That way when you're screwing it on and it contacts the sealing surface, it it slides freely and doesn't grip and damage. Alright, now I'm just going to screw that back on. Alright, got the oil filter on. I was only able to get it about 7/8 of the way around after making contact instead of a one full rotation, but feels like it's on there pretty snug. Now I'm going to put my plug back in over here. I'll screw that back in. And then once I do that, I'll snug that up. I will double check the torque value for that, and then we can fill with oil. Alright, now we just fill with oil. So I got my funnel using a 5W20 Full Synthetic. Started using the SuperTech from Walmart. I've read it's the same as or made in the same factory as the Valvoline Full Synthetic, so that's what I use on most of the cars. I think the capacity is 6 quarts in this, so I'm going to put in this whole 5 quarts, start her up, put her on the ground, check for leaks, and then I'll check the oil level and top it off as needed after that. Alright, I always like to do a quick check for no major leaks. That's just leftovers from what spilled while I was draining. So it looks good. So I'm going to take it off the ramps, turn it off, and then check the oil level and top off as needed. So to change the, or reset the oil change, turn the car on, one click before start. You go over here, it's going to say oil change required. You hit reset first to clear that message, and then you can click setup till it gets to oil life value, and then just hold down reset on this screen, and that should do it. Okay, so that didn't do it. So when I turned it back on, now what I'm doing, I'm going to here, press select to begin system check, and I'm going to hold reset on this screen. Press select, hold reset, new oil, I'm holding reset. There we go. Now it's done.